Hi, I'm Ron.
And I'm Marie.
10 years ago, we bought a broken down trawler for $4,000.
And nothing worked, not even the kitchen sink.
After a lot of hard work and help from our friends and family, we moved aboard Elixir full time. And now we are cruising this old boat while the work and fun continues.
So subscribe and give us a like and come along with us, cruising this old boat.
We made it to Nassau today. We are anchored right in front of where the cruise ships park, but it was not without incident. We were a day behind because I got sick yesterday and we couldn't move, and yesterday was the only real good day to be crossing in the open water, but today was the second best day and we had to take what we could. I'm feeling better, by the way. But as we were coming here, we were kind of pushing the engine a little bit. We normally travel at 1500 RPM. We were traveling at 1800 because it was the second best day. So we wanted to get out of those waters as fast as we could. There were about 4 to 5 foot seas hitting us almost on our starboard beam, a little forward, which was good. Anyway, on the way down here, all of a sudden the engine started trying to stall out. So the engine would be running at about 1800 RPM and then just suddenly drop all the way down to 16, 15, a couple times down to 1200 RPM. And just as fast as you could jump up there to try to grab the throttle and throttle her back up, it throttled back up on its own. And at first it would do that about, I don't know, every 15 minutes. The closer we got to Nassau, the more frequently it did it, which really caused us concern. We did not want to lose power out there. But we got here, and once I throttled down to slower speed, because we're inside the channel here, it quit doing it. So I was running anywhere from 1100 to 1500 RPM. It wasn't dropping out, so I don't know what that issue was. Something we're going to have to look at. If it means we can't push it at 800 RPM, I can live with that, but there's a reason it's doing that. We got to figure out why. But then, just to throw the icing on the cake, as we were trying to find a place to anchor, and there's not a lot of room in here. There's a lot of boats, but not a lot of room. As we were trying to find a place to anchor, I suddenly realized I had no steering. Now, we'd heard a really awful sound as we were pulling into the harbor. It sounded like we hit something, but I was in 20 foot of water. So I didn't know what that sound was, but it was horrible grating of metal. Yeah, not something you want to hear on your boat. It's a fiberglass boat, by the way, but still, metal on metal is never a good sound. So we didn't know what that was, but then as we were trying to anchor, like I say, suddenly I lost all steering. And that was definitely not good. So I hollered at Marie to come take the helm. I told her to use the throttle just to keep us from hitting other boats. Would have dropped anchor, but at that particular moment we were too close to a boat to drop anchor. It was better to let the current push us away from it. So she manned the helm while I ran down into the lazarette, and here's what I found. So this pin that holds the hydraulic ram piston to the rudder fell out. And so didn't matter what you did on the steering, the piston would just go back and forth. It wasn't connected to anything at that point, so it wasn't adjusting our rudder. So seeing that real quick, I jumped down, and normally this pin is inserted from underneath, just for clearance purposes of the bolt underneath. And But just to get steering, I just dropped it in from the top. It's not bolted, it's just in there. And that got us steering long enough for us to get into an anchorage position and drop the anchor. So now I've got to re-tighten that bolt on there and make it permanent again, at least until it falls out again. That is something I check regularly to make sure it's tight, so I don't know when it came loose, but I guess maybe I need to check it more frequently. Here, that should take care of our steering problem. I'm gonna go up above and check it out. Turn the steering wheel.
It's got lines wrapped around it over here, going right out towards our anchor chain. And there's something flopping under this other end.
Well, it'll show up in the video.
There's something flopping over there, but see that line?
Yeah.
It's around it, going right out towards our anchor chain. It just quit rain. We're in Nassau, New Providence, and we came outside after a rainstorm to wipe the salt and the dirt off of our boat, and Ron discovered that there is a boat under us. And a couple of times when we've gotten waked, we felt like another boat has hit us or something, and I'm wondering if maybe our keel hit their keel or something, but it's upside down. It's got lines going around it and a line going off directly towards our anchor chain. Ron's gonna make a comment on Active Captain about the spot.
This boat underneath us got to be 50, 60 feet. It's huge compared to us. It's laying completely upside down, the keel sticking straight up. So we finally got our anchor off the sunken boat and moved to another location, dropped anchor, and immediately caught this.
All right. This thing go longer? Oh yeah. Read it.
All right, we're free. So we finally found another spot to anchor. Hopefully we'll be okay here. Roger had just shown up as we were looking at the boat that was sunk underneath us. So he came aboard and helped us with that maneuver, which was really great. But I mean, we're hooked on a boat. Our anchor was literally using this boat to hold still. And no sooner did we get it off the boat and dropped anchor again, and we caught a bunch of concrete blocks. In fact, our chain was going, what do you think that, Roger, was a prop or something?
Yeah. There was running gear. It had a propeller still on it. And
yeah, it was the whole shaft and a propeller on it, and we caught our chain on that. So
which one goes in the back?
This one. So we had to get unhooked from that, and then, I mean, first the boat and then the concrete blocks and the prop, and what a nightmare, but we got it.
So we just met these people. We're in Nassau, Bahamas, and we were in a marine store, and they came up to us afterwards and said that they've been watching our videos and they recognized us. And it was really awesome meeting them, and maybe we'll get to
meet up with them for lunch or something somewhere along the way.
That'd be nice.
Yep. So we really enjoy meeting our viewers. Don't be afraid to stop by and say hi.
Thanks for watching.